never told a lie in his entire life? This is the story of King Harish Chandra, a man known for his truth and honesty. The Honest King. Long ago, there was a great king named Harish Chandra. He was famous for always speaking the truth and keeping his promises. People loved him because he was kind, fair, and honest. For him, truth was more important than anything else. The test begins. One day, a wise sage named Vishwamitra decided to test the king. The sage came to the king and asked him for a donation. King Harish Chandra agreed immediately and said, "I will give you anything you ask." The sage asked him for the entire kingdom. Without thinking twice, the king gave away his kingdom. Now, the king had nothing left, but the sage was not done yet. He said, "You must also give me money as a donation." The king had no money, so he decided to sell everything he had. He sold his palace, he sold his belongings, he even sold himself and his family. Family separation. The king's wife and son were sold to another person, and the king himself was sold to a man who worked at a cremation ground. Now the king had to work there, collecting fees from people for cremation. Even in this painful situation, he did not leave the path of truth. The most difficult moment. One day, something very sad happened. The king's own son died because of a snake bite. His wife came to the cremation ground, carrying their son's body. She had no money to pay the fee, but the king said, "I cannot break my duty. You must pay the fee." Even though he was heartbroken, he did not break his promise or his duty. Truth wins. At that moment, the sage Vishwamitra appeared. He was deeply impressed by the king's honesty and truth. He said, "This was a test, and you have passed." The gods blessed King Harish Chandra. His son came back to life, and his kingdom was returned to him. Moral of the story. This story teaches us, always speak the truth, keep your promises, and stay strong even in difficult times. Truth may be hard, but in the end, it always wins. Ending line. King Harish Chandra proved that honesty is the greatest power and truth is above everything.